Approximately 1 year ago, in fact it was August of last year, we were introduced to the Joan Duncan Foundation. Initially, myself and the staff was very skeptical about an organization such as this coming into the institution to encourage us to behave in a particular way. 1 year after, the foundation has transformed the image and the behaviors of Donald Quarry High School. The extent to which we had a situation where a number of staff members were coming to work late. However, this particular teacher arrived at work almost every day late. Now, after the conversations about being at work on time all the time, a group of teachers decided to take onto themselves the task of ensuring that this particular teacher got to work on time. And to date, we are having a fabulous time with this teacher. She's preparing her lessons, she is marking her lesson plans, she's at her class on time, and she's doing that which is expected of her. She is now being emulated by others. And thanks again to Conversations for Greatness for doing that. There's another situation that I would like to mention, is that in excess of 100 students were suspended in the previous year. That has reduced significantly to less than 10 students being suspended this school year. And it is through this kind of discussion, through this kind of conversation, that Donald Quarry High School, the students of Donald Quarry High School, are maximizing on their contact time with their teachers. And we have seen where the school has moved from an average of 36.96, and we are now at an average of 42.23. And at the end of this school year, we are seeing where the average will be moving to over 60%. We are working assiduously through our conversations to ensure greater success for Donald Quarry High School.
We have really learned a lot from the Conversations for Greatness. And I can say, as head of the Humanities Department, it has impacted my life, the department, the school in general, and the students, to be specific. As the head of the department, I used to have conversations, but the decisions made, they were mostly unilateral. And the Conversations for Greatness has impacted me positively in how I communicate with the members of the department. I can recall last year, a number of students, they were having challenges with the school-based assessment. I started to look on the importance of communication and teamwork. And so the school-based assessments moved from about 30% of submission to 98% submission. I believe as a team we could not have done it without the Conversations for Greatness.
Conversations for Greatness for us started last year, June, where the entire staff, the ancillary, the academic, the security guard, all staff that participate in the development of all our students. For us, Conversation for Greatness, was a little taboo. We wasn't sure exactly what it was, but we went in with an open mind. And we have learned that Conversations for Greatness is one that help us to pull on the greatness that has been instilled in us by God. Some of us are a little bit less patient than the other. As a result of that, we probably operate from a place of ego sometimes and not from a place of love. This initiative has helped us to see others from a place of love. Personally, as a school leader, it's really difficult to lead individuals, and of such, from time to time, there are disagreement, and it causes, unsettled situation in the school. But it has helped me to see persons, and based on how they see the world and how the world occurs to them. As a result of that, it has helped me to be a little bit more patient, a little bit more tolerant, a little bit more understanding as to the differences that we have. is something that I've been working on, and this conversation for greatness has helped me to recognize that and acknowledge that that's also one of my weaknesses. And I've been working on that. It has impacted the teachers who in September I saw one class had name tags. My name is Chris. I have greatness in me. Now, that was when I saw that it was something big for me, because here are 10-year-olds walking around saying to the world that I have greatness in me. Over time, that philosophy will be instilled in them and the others around them to understand that, what is placed in you, sometimes you just need a little prompting to get that out. There are different times when I hear teachers saying to each other that, look here, remember, don't respond to that, you have to stand for your greatness. And I think for the whole atmosphere has changed as a result of being a part of Conversations for Greatness.
Conversations for Greatness has been a wonderful experience for myself, my co-workers, my students, and my family. The conversations that we have had has impacted, firstly, my life. There are some things that I have been doing now that I would never ever dream of doing. I have gone in my inner self to find out the person who I am. I have moved away some of those clutters, find out what was really stopping me from being the greatest Antoinette that I can be. And now I can see myself transforming into that great person that I would want to be. The conversations has also impacted my co-workers. We now work as a team. As soon as I get, off track, off balanced, the line will come up. You're not standing in your greatness, get present, Jade, I'm going to stand for your greatness today. If I see something good, I would say, yes, that's great. We keep using the word great. I want to draw on an example from the students in my class. I've been sharing this greatness with them, and they're also endorsing it as well. So as soon as they get rowdy, as soon as they get noisy, we would pull on our mantra that says, I believe that I will achieve all the greatness that God has placed in me. And I just need to start, I believe, and they all fall into place. They all start believing, they all start getting settled, start getting present, and understanding that, this greatness is in all of us. I want to make another example. My student Tayshawn, he was one of them who the students would isolate, put aside. I realized that he could sing. I realized that he was very kind and soft-spoken. So I started asking him to do the things that he could do best. I started asking him to sing. I started sharing my stuff with him. And then gradually the students started, to gravitate towards his greatness. They started treating him in a different way. Everybody has their own greatness. Everybody has that greatness. It's just for us to tap into it. And, it's just something that I think I am living by, that I see the greatness not just in me, but I really, really endorse the greatness in others. I want to make mention of another student, Daquan. He's somewhat aggressive, and this aggression seeps over into the class. I started thinking about it, and I started having some simple conversations with him. And I said, Daquan, you're a great dancer. Yes, miss. You're a great footballer. There are so many great things that you can do. Why not show me these great things, on a regular basis? I would encourage him on a daily basis. And he was one of those persons who would pop up at the principal's office ever so often. The principal would have to be calling him on the mic. And I've seen where Daquan has somewhat settled down. I've seen where, he can move away from being aggressive to start beating the drum or beating the decks and just building a rhythm on spot. If the students understand, if somebody is just there to just shine that light on their greatness, help them to see that they really, really have this greatness within, that it will come out pouring, that it will come out shining. Students, do you have greatness in you?
Yes, miss.
I believe